Mudrick Mohammed from Leicester Shoot Fighters making his way out here for the faithful of Edge Bastion Stadium and Battle Arena. This is going to be an awesome fight. There we go. We go to the lightweight division, 70 kilos, 155 pounds. A place that really needs to be blown up. A place, weight division, where we will see the world and British titles both contested at the end of this evening. So please join us for that. Mohammed's come in great shape, looks fabulous. Some very strong coaching there in his corner. Way into the cage, and then we await the announcement for his opponent.
And introducing his opponent, Rustam,
Rustam Rafiev representing Counter Combat. We haven't seen them over here at Battle Arena before. It'll be very interesting to see the kind of looks that we'll get from this team. We know Leicester Shoot is an incredibly experienced team, very strong in terms of coaching and performance, and they've been around in the UK for a very long time. Obviously, Counter Combat trying to make waves on the stage over here.
This is bout number 4 of the evening in the 70-kilogram division. Introducing first in the blue corner, representing Leicester Shoot Fighter, Mudrick
Mohammed from Leicester Shoot.
And introducing his opponent in the red corner, representing Counter Combat, Rustam, Rafiev!
We got three 3-minute rounds here. In this amateur lightweight tilt. The titles we contested a little bit later. Mudrick Mohammed, Rustam Rafiev. Rustam coming forward, behind jabs, switching stances. Spinning back fist.
I like the spinning back fist, Steve. It's awesome. Oh, lovely combination.
Mohammed comes in, peppering behind that jab. That's a really good tactic. Strong leg kick there from Rustam. Much more measured here from Mohammed.
Oh, Superman punch from Rustam. Very nice.
Ooh, that was a sneaky right hand. Just stood there in the pocket for a second. Just before Mohammed moved off, Rustam slapped him with that right hand. So he's doing well. He's switching lots of stances, hiding his power hand.
Walking towards Mohammed's power hand. They all both got landing big hooks.
Mohammed very relaxed. Throwing with a lot of speed here.
Ooh, really landed big. Kind of bad footwork really from Rustam. He's walking more towards the power side.
He's really plodding, isn't he?
Yeah. Usually southpaws, they like to step right constantly to get that down the pipe shot with a big left, but he's almost And he's switching now. He's switched to orthodox. Maybe he's just more used to being orthodox.
I don't know if he's used to any of them. Both of the footwork seem to be quite clumsy. Mohammed just seems to be pretty content to measure him, to walk him down.
I mean, Mohammed's Nathan Leverton, Leicester Shoe Fighters trained, one of the best UK gyms. Their fighters always come in so ready, composed. Every fighter from that gym just picks shots just like this, like we're seeing now. They don't get taken in by the moment.
Rustam's got that kind of, it comes out of nowhere, that power that he's got, though. He is knocking Mohammed's head back every once in a while.
Yep.
Very sneaky.
Like Mohammed's getting the timing down there. That was a lovely body shot from Mohammed as well.
I like this from Rustam, actually. He takes a couple shots and then he immediately comes forward.
Oh, Superman again.
Backs up just the same, backs up straight. Forward straight, backward straight.
I like a Superman punch. Sometimes it's a high-risk maneuver. You're jumping onto someone's counter.
Wait to see Mohammed time that as the fight goes on.
Ooh, beautiful slip away.
Yeah, I think Mohammed's trying to open up to allow the counter. He's trying to stay standing the whole time here in this first round. First round coming in the last 10 seconds.
That's what a flurry from both fighters. Rustam has that kind of stop-go style. He comes in with a flurry of hits, but there's not much like establishing range with a jab. It's just on or off, on or off. Whereas Mohammed seems to be slipping away, throwing counters, slightly better with the footwork, picking a little bit better. But I feel like it's either fighter's fight still. They both landed some shots. Maybe the kicks will be a difference. I've not seen a huge amount of kicks in a bit of a boxing match so far. It's interesting in MMA, it seems to, one of the things that people didn't count on so early on, is, people thought the kind of Bruce Lee kicks or the Taekwondo kicks would count so much, but when you have takedowns, it makes such a difference because you don't want to be off balance. So you really don't want to throw that many kicks. That's why we see a lot of calf kicks and leg kicks. Throwing a head kick it's a big energy move,
and it takes a long time. Lift it up, throw it, even though it's a split second. It's one extra split on top of those low leg kicks and calf kicks that we've seen earlier on.
And people almost see it coming because you're at that long range. You're not in the pocket. You're not at that. You've gone beyond jab range. So
usually you're dropping a shoulder or something like that to set it up, right?
A little tell.
There's always something. Rustam's got them UFC shorts on. Let's see if he can give us a UFC type performance in the second round. Is there something that he's got in the bag of tricks? Because he is very unassuming compared to the physique of Mohammed.
Oh, issue with the glove.
Lost his thumb. Thumb came out the glove. There we go. Rustam just dying to get back in there. Switch stances again.
You talked about the physiques, Steve, but sometimes that kind of lean shredded thing is not always the guy with the best gas tank. Just a little bit of padding. Sort of like Fedor for all those years. Cain Velasquez seems to stick more fuel in the tank. Oh, both guys landing huge shots. Oh, big rights getting through, big lefts.
Yeah, this is something. I don't think Mohammed needs to get drawn into this. He needs to keep those shots stiff and straight rather than coming looping over, because that's when you're in the same range as Rustam. And he seems to be just an absolute savage. He throws from weird angles.
It's an interesting fight. Often with amateur MMA, we see a lot of wrestling against the cage, a lot of grappling on the floor. Not many fighters happy to exchange and have a little boxing fight in there, but these two are.
These boys came for a scrap in it. Let's see what happens. Come on, come forward. Start smashing each other, gentlemen. You want to do it. It's just amazing seeing Rustam constantly circled out right side, and Mohammed not really have an answer for it, not throwing a big right hook or an overhand. He threw that. Oh, there we go.
Oh, big shots. Mohammed's got so much power on some of those. When he lets it go, he really lets it go.
You see him wing right by, and you're just happy that it didn't hit you. I'm happy it didn't hit me, and I'm way over here. Boom. Comes forward, big right hand, smack it.
Rustam's in trouble, I think.
Yeah, backing him up. I want to see Mohammed go to the body a little bit with that left hook. Right straight to the body as well. You can really just change levels just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a full level change to like a grappling exchange.
Feels like Mohammed's got the better gas tank. We saw Rustam kind of pushing the pressure at the beginning of round one, but now it's Mohammed with the slightly more aggressive footwork. Rustam's just walking towards the power all the time. He can't decide what stance he's in.
There's a lot of respect here, though, from Mohammed for Rustam, because he's not charging in there. He's looking to counter for some reason, rather than set it up behind his jab like he did quite well in the first round.
Well, Rustam, when he does throw, he does leave his arm out there. He does drop a little bit, have his hand high on the brake, his head high on the brake. What a job this is, Steve. This is the best job in the world.
Just sitting here in anticipation, waiting for something to come. And there it does. Right, a body kick there from Mohammed, a right hand off the end.
Forcing almost no grappling. It was almost a takedown attempt near the end of round 2 here.
Coming very close to the end of the round.
What's been interesting, Steve, we're a bit further away than we normally are commentating in this position. And we're kind of seeing it from a monitor more than normal. And
well, we're looking for close-ups from the monitor, but then you're getting the whole...
We're getting a great view from either way, really. But
I'm watching the cage right now, and I'm kind of seeing what the judge would see from our side here.
I've been a couple of decisions tonight. They've been borderline one way or the other, and it's gone probably the way I wouldn't have thought it had gone. And I've been speaking to the judges, who are obviously cage side with the best view in their house, as they should be. And what they're doing, they're like, there was a lot of damage in that ground and pound exchange, and for us, sometimes on the monitor, it's just hard to see how much damage has actually been done. Whereas if you're there and it's right in front of you live, it makes such a difference.
Yep. Here we go. I'm impressed with Rustam, because he was looking to his corner. He's a bit like frustrated. I think they're calling for him to switch stances and try to land heavy, but he's doing that. And we see a very calm Mohammed in his corner, taking instruction, nodding along, ready to make some adjustments. See whether emotions play any sort of role here in the third round. I know Rustam really wants that finish. He's looking to land the home run shot. I think as the fight is worn on, Mohammed's feeling very similar. Wants that big shot, wants to finish it off, wants to leave no doubt in the minds of anyone who was the better man this evening. This big slapping body kick.
Just love circling towards the power side. The weirdest southpaw ever.
This is good though for Mohammed, because if he's southpaw, just kick to that open side, constantly keep kicking to the body.
Usually southpaws, they just love getting their foot on the outside of the front leg.
Mohammed loaded that right hand.
In the exact opposite way of where Rustam's going. But he is having success.
Just very awkward to try to time it.
Oh, lovely. Oh, but a counter from Rustam as well.
He's just always ready to throw back at you.
This looping wild hooks, he's always got one in the bag ready to go.
Kids like Scrappy do. When you pull him off, he's going for another person. I think he's starting to get a bit worn down now.
Oh, spinning back fist attempt. Telegraphed it. Might have emailed him. Not happy with his gloves at all. I feel the issue with the gloves helping Rustam a little bit. He's probably more fatigued of the two.
Yeah, he's allowing it to. He's throwing his punches without his thumb tucked, right? So it's just glancing off. He's pulling his thumb out of the webbing there. I hate to make a prediction here in the third round, but I don't think we're gonna get the finish. Like, Rustam is quite durable, and I think Mohammed is very. Ooh! Oh, maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'm lying with that right hand. That was what Mohammed was so worried about, stepping in and getting hit with that right hand, and Rustam does it. Drops him with that right hand.
Is Mohammed going to try and get it back?
He ought to, that's for sure. But he's been throwing everything at him, and it's almost like Mohammed tightens up as soon as he's looking to land those big shots.
Mohammed just seems tentative now. It may have really rocked him.
This is a time to change tactics here for Rustam. Look to go heavy, and then go heavy with the punches, and then try to drop down and take him down. Establish yourself on top here in the third round. He's very sneaky. He's able to stand in the pocket there with that lead right hook. He's been throwing that lead right hook a few times, and then he switches off and throws a reverse punch. And Mohammed's having none of it.
Neither fighter wanting to leave it to the judges, but Looks like we're heading that way.
I want to see the kick to the body again from Mohammed, because that seemed to be doing the most damage.
Lovely lead left hook landed. Rustam looks so fatigued.
You always got to stay away from that right hand.
Rustam loves an overhand right.
What was that? Was that the end?
I think the squeaker wasn't very loud. The horn.
Is that what it was? All right, that's the end. That's the end of the fight. A little bit anticlimactic there, but we're gonna get our round of applause. We've got to go to another judge's scorecards for this one. Really could be anybody with Rustam landing that knockdown there in the first, but Mohammed was right back up. He shows incredible durability. He's ready to go. Good durability from both young men this evening. We're going to go for the official announcement momentarily. How did you score it? Leave it in the comments below if you're watching here on YouTube.
It's een mooi club. Alhamdulillah.
This round of all incredible